Hey everybody, Brett from AstartesGaming here, back with another episode of our Expeditions Viking Let's Play. So in the last episode, we delivered our quest to the King of the Picts, and he basically told us something very similar to what the King of Northumbria had told us, although he was a little bit more upfront about it. Basically, neither side is going to support us until we choose a side in their upcoming war and help one of them win it. So I'm going to talk to Grain here and see what she's got to say. And then I believe we've got one other quest in Perth before we leave. Yeah, we need to find somebody who might recognize Sepha's necklace, which was the necklace that Ketel had been wearing from his sister. And then, yeah, of course, we need to resolve the stalemate. And we still need to deliver the cure back to Nephia's sister. So let's see. She flashes us a brilliant grin. You killed Connell McTighe. She shakes her head in astonishment. Suppose because of what I told you, That wasn't what I had in mind, but well done though. I've been trying to hunt the bastard down for months. How did you even find him? Should I tell her? I'd rather not say. You fear I'd hurt the ones who helped you? All I wanted was to get Connell. His clan is no longer of any concern to us. But fine, keep it to yourself if you must. I was only curious. Speaking of curiosity, Aoife asked my permission to travel with you. I told the princess she can do whatever she wants. Behind you, Aoife coughs uncomfortably when Grain calls her princess, and Grain fails to conceal a smirk. Oh, we didn't know that. You learn to appreciate her talents. Don't mistake her girlish ways for helplessness. I've seen her gut a man from his crotch to his throat. Did we know that? Apparently she's the daughter of the king? Grain, give me a chance. Oh, you must lighten up, lass, for your own bloody good. Anyway, where were we? Right. Constantine needs to demonstrate somehow that he's not going to purge the pagan stragglers as soon as his power is solidified. He's decided he needs a figurehead for them. Now, this is troublesome. Since the days of the Romans, paganism has had it rough around these parts. Things were nice and organized under the druids, but the Romans killed them all. Except one, or so the story goes. And here's the kicker. They say he's still alive. The Roman Empire, wasn't this hundreds of years ago? She leans in and lowers her voice conspiratorially. It was. If this man is still alive, he must be almost 1,000 years old. The last of the druids, imagine that. Can't wait to meet him. Yeah, ask him what his diet's like. I wouldn't mind living to be 1,000 years old, just as long as he's not, I don't know, merged with a tree or something. Now, we don't know where he is, but we know his name. Mirden, Emrys. That's all we have to go on. Now, with all this Colin McTighe trouble, we haven't had much time to look into it. But when I have asked around about him, I've found the pagans to be tight-lipped, to say the least. They don't trust me on account of the Christianity, and the big flippin' battle crow I've tattooed on my face doesn't make up for it, apparently. But you lot, you're not Christian. You ought to be able to get more out of those paranoid bastards. Admittedly, they have good reason to be on their guard, but still. Where do I start? Well, the only place I know where pagans still reliably gather is this sea henge out to the coast. You could start by asking around there. Maybe somebody will know a thing or two about the druid. Are you gonna come with? She giggles, an actual honest-to-goodness girly giggle. No, you big lug, I've got my own problems to take care of. One less now thanks to you, but it's not over yet. She nods in the direction of your herd. It looks like you're plenty equipped to deal with this one anyway. It's just one old man, a very, very, very old man, eh? How much trouble can he give you? Alright, I'll find him. And once you do, you'll be one step closer to an alliance with Constantine, king of Pictavia. She leans in and lowers her voice, still with a friendly smile on her lips. Just treat Aoife well here. If you disrespect her, I'll take it as a disrespect for all of Pictish culture. Okay. So that's it for in here. Let's head back out to Perth, and we need to track down somebody who might know something about that necklace that what's-his-face is wearing. Ketel. Okay, so we are now searching Perth for somebody who might recognize the necklace. It's not giving me a quest marker though, so this could take a while. And that is unfortunate, but I don't want to have to... I wonder if we should have asked about it in there. Oh well. It says search Perth. I imagine that means it's going to be somebody out here. We can't talk to you. What's in there? Alright, so after asking around a bit, I was directed toward either the witch or the blacksmith. I'm going to talk to the witch first because she was a little bit more helpful last time. The blacksmith is kind of a dick. Oh, I didn't realize there was treasure back here. Oh, nice. That was actually quite a bit of valuables. She's idly chewing a leaf from some description as you approach. My favorite Viking. That discount still stands if you need anything. Have you ever seen a necklace like this? She leans forward and squints at the symbol in the center of the medallion. It does look familiar. It's the crest of one of the Highland clans, I think. Try asking the old blacksmith, Udrost. He used to make things like this because he got old and lazy. Okay. Is it going to lead me to him? Because I forget where he was. Oh, great. No, it's not. So we got to go find him. You'd think with me narrowing it down that much, the game would just say, okay, go talk to this guy, but no. I gotta go find him now. Here he is. Good thing he wasn't too far away. But that's dressed. Is that Udroth or whatever? The old smith eyes you suspiciously when you pass him. His far more useful apprentice in the back greets you with a polite smile. Have you ever seen a necklace like this? Suddenly the old blacksmith perks up. I made that. Then he seems to remember that he doesn't like you. He leans back and crosses his arms, scowling. Who commissioned it? I'm not telling you a lot. Where'd you get that anyway? It's mine. My sister gave it to me before she died. That's all I have left of her and my parents. The old smith snorts. A likely story. You killed its owner and stole it, didn't you? Ketel steps angrily toward the smith. You son of a... Come now, Udrost. You stay out of this. Be quiet. We can make a medium sense check, or we can offer up a bunch of cash. I'm gonna make the sense check. How is my sense? Not great. I'm gonna try it. We failed. You try to retell Ketel's story to the old man and convince him that the right thing to do is to help Ketel reconnect with his family, but the skill to persuade him eludes you, and he clearly remains unconvinced. Why couldn't I make like a diplomacy check? I don't want to give up that many valuables, but we need to complete this quest, so I'll do it. I'll pay you 50 pence if you tell me who this was made for. The smith grumbles, but he accepts the coin. Fine, I'll tell you what you need to know. The necklace belonged to Gormlaith, who was married to Lachlan. I made it for their wedding more than 30 years ago. They had a small homestead near the coast, east-northeast of here. If you didn't kill them, perhaps they still lived there. Okay. So that's another quest that'll take us outside the city. I imagine the other one is going to as well. Yeah, so east. It looks like we're heading east outside the city regardless. So that works out, doesn't it? We'll leave through here and get back on the road. Okay, so that is going to be Ketel's past home or something along those lines. And this... Okay, perfect. So we'll just hit one and then the other. Assuming that it will let me cross that river. It looks like there is a bridge there. I think we'll be able to make it here without stopping, although I could be wrong. But we'll go ahead and try it. Or let's see, it usually tells you. Sunrise is there. I think we can make it. Interesting. There's actually a good campsite here, so if we need to stop, that's the place to do it. Yeah, let's head back real quick. Okay, now that we've gotten that out of the way, everybody's taken care of, everyone ate, everyone rested, Ketel got patched up. So let's go ahead and head to the plains here, and we'll see Ketel's old home. You reach the area described by Udroth the blacksmith, a stretch of low, flat plains near the east coast. After many hours of searching and attempting to tease information out of the disconcerted locals, you finally find a local... You finally find... Wait, that's a typo. You finally locate a small, isolated home. Alright. So, let's check this place out. Hopefully we don't have like a fight on our hands or something. It's just me and Ketel, so if there is a fight, we're gonna be... Wait, why is it... Oh, because I have the wrong quest marked. Let's see. Okay, there's somebody there. I'm gonna borrow all your stuff first. Or, I guess not. An old man is tending a small kitchen garden. His house looks like it was knocked down by a gale. Rebuilt, knocked down again, and rebuilt again with less care. Finally hearing you when you're almost breathing down his neck, he turns around, jumps back, presses himself flat against the wall, and mutters in shock. Hot hell in a handbasket. What now? Do you live here? The old man's face oscillates between confusion and fear. Aye. Ketel steps forward anxiously. Did you used to have a son and daughter? Did I what? Were your children taken by Northmen? At last the old man seems to understand. You're looking for my sister, Gormlaith. She used to live here, true enough, but with her husband, Lachlan. It was peaceful here back then, before your kind came. What happened? An attack. I never saw the men who did it, just the horror they left behind. The house was burned almost to the ground. My poor sister, raped and gutted. Her husband dismembered like... He sinks hard and stops talking. Did they have children? Aye, a daughter and a son. Serlaith and little Ketill. We never found them. When was this? He produces a piece of wool from his pocket and wipes the sweat from the back of his neck. Must have been 22 years ago this summer. When I was 5 years old. Say, what is this about? Ketel's eyes search the old man's face. I think I'm Ketill. I'm your nephew. The old man freezes like a statue. You? Impossible. He takes a step towards Ketel. The age is right. The hair, the eyes. He shakes his head. Nay, it's impossible. Ketel reaches into his shirt and slowly lifts out the medallion around his neck. A powerful shiver seizes the old man. Oh, lad. He takes a step forward, then a step back, he thinks. Your mum, your dad are buried here, behind the house. Come, follow me. Okay, guess we're following. Wait, I want that. You're not going anywhere. I guess that makes sense. I mean, why would they take the children and leave the parents, you know? I mean, that's not really like Northmen, is it? The old man motions towards the grave, then takes a step away. Engraved upon both stones is a symbol you recognize, the shape of Sepha's medallion. Ketel slowly walks towards the graves. He just stands there for the longest time, staring at the stones. So the names on these stones mean nothing to me. I remember Sepha so clearly. Her face, her voice. I have nothing left of my parents. But you know who you are now. You're Ketill MacLeod. He snorts. That was the name of a 5-year-old boy who was taken from his home, never to be seen again. My name is Ketel. But not Kolbjornsson. May that son of a whore rot in Helheim. Ketel MacLeod, then? He seems to test how the name feels in his mouth. Ketel MacLeod. Yeah, alright. With a sudden violent pull, he rips the medallion off his neck. He discards the string, then places it on top of his mother's grave. He rests his hand on her stone for a moment. Then he stands and looks at the horizon. Alright, I'm done. Let's get out of here. Are you sure? I got the answers I came for. Answers for some pretty old questions. I feel like things maybe make a little bit more sense now. Thank you for coming here with me. Okay, so we've finished Ketel's quest. I'm pretty sure that's it. We'll talk to this guy one more time before we leave, just to be sure. And make sure there's no loot lingering around here that we missed. We came from this way, I thought. Yes. Oh, I knew it. We missed some herbs. Anything else? Like half expecting there to be like some hidden thing regarding our father's expedition here. Because obviously some Northmen did come through here. I don't think our father was part of that. No, they weren't part of that group. Or he wasn't part of that group. He found Ketel later. What happened to your sister, lad? She was killed 2 years after we were taken. I'm sorry. Gormlaith and Lachlan were good people. They didn't deserve such a fate. I assumed their children had been killed, but deep down I always wondered. Okay, well, we're done here. Okay, so on down the coast we go. I'm just going to make a straight shot for Seahenge here. I don't think anybody will be... Yeah, we're fine. Alright, Nefya, Azlafe, not Ruskva, Gunnar, Ketill, and Aoife.
This place makes the hair stand on the back of my neck. Do you get that too?
No, not really. Let's see, there's people here touching hands for some reason. By the dagger, look at that rough-looking group. Let's get out of here before the fighting starts. We're not here to fight. We just want to know where this dude is. Do we go in here maybe? Yeah, I can talk to these people. Yeah, let's sneak in here. An older woman catches your attention. She's clad in plain garb, yet possessed of a regal bearing. As you enter the ring of logs, she's counseling a young group in how to conceive children, but as soon as you step through the opening, all eyes are upon you. The face of the priestess lights up with recognition as her eyes fall upon Aoife. Do my eyes deceive me? Aoife of Kate? She shrinks slightly. Aye, your eyesight's in fine condition. The priestess bows with a flourish. It's a great honor, princess. My family has always been proud subjects of Kate. What are you doing in the company of Vikings? She looks increasingly unhappy with the attention. This is Hakon of Skjern. He has some questions. The priestess turns her attention to you with poorly concealed trepidation. We bid you fealty? That doesn't seem right. Vikings who keep company with the king's daughter, despite the ravaging of your kinsmen. Let's see. That's kind of funny. Despite, yeah, I'm gonna do it. It's too good to pass up. Despite your eminently ravageable qualities, our errand today is peaceful. She returns with a wry smile, a token effort to acknowledge your jest. I'm relieved to hear that. What can I do to serve? Let's see. Your king has sent us as emissaries to your druid. We wish to extend an offer to him. Our druid? If only we had one, perhaps our faith would be stronger. Then again, we've all been challenged plenty on our faith these past 20 years. We were told you would know the whereabouts of the last druid. You don't know the man we mean? Her eyes flicker for a moment. If she hadn't been addressing Azlafe, you might not have noticed, but it has all the hallmarks of a tell. The priestess is lying. No, I'm sorry. I don't think I can be of any help. I can tell you know more than you're letting on. Might a donation to your congregation convince you of our good intentions? The old woman gives you a shrewd glance out the side of her eye. What sort of contribution did you have in mind? How many rations do I have? See, I hate when it does this. It will allow you to offer up different options, but it will never show you how much of each of these you have. So it's just a crapshoot as to whether or not I can afford to give up 60 rations, because I don't remember, and it's not going to show me. I'd rather give up the valuables, frankly. So I'm just going to... I know I have a bunch of valuables. I'm just... Okay, here's 30 pence. The old woman's eyes grow wide as your herdmen present the offered gift. That's most generous. I don't know what you think my loyalty to the druid can be bought just like this, but it's clear you mean us well. I've never met the druid myself, but my grandmother told me he had left us to protect himself. He sought refuge in the highlands, far away from the dangers of society and politics. The old woman describes the path through the highlands to the mouth of a ravine where the last of the druids allegedly lives. I think you'll find it difficult to convince him to leave his self-imposed exile, but I wish you good luck. So these last couple of quests have cost me quite a bit. What is this thing here? It's not gonna... Oh, a single one of the poles seems to deliberately face the other way. Okay, interesting. Anybody else that I can talk to here, or anything I can loot? Apparently there is. Seahenge Feather Charm, plus 10 damage versus beasts. Let's see, I'll give that to Aoife if she's not already wearing something. Nope. Alright, anything over here? No, by the looks of it. Something happening here. Oh, they're looking at like seashells or something, I think. And that appears to be it, so I guess we'll be on our way. Alright, so the quest is now going to take us a bit west here. It's going to take us an entire day to get there, so I'll probably have to stop off at a few places. I believe we are out of time though, so I'm going to probably cut here, and I will make most of the journey on my own time, and then I'll come back to you guys when we are either very near or there, and we'll pick back up in the next episode at the ravine. So anywho, thank you guys so much for watching. I had a great time playing some Expeditions Viking with you, and I look forward to seeing you guys back here for the next episode.